So in the two previous videos about narcissistic personality disorder, we have seen what is NPD, what is narcissistic personality disorder and its symptoms, and we have also seen what are the causes of narcissistic personality disorder. So as you can guess, in today's video, the third one about narcissistic personality disorder, we're going to see how you can deal with a narcissist in your life. Narcissists can be very magnetic and charming. They're very good at creating a fantastical, flattering self-image that draws you in. You're attracted to their apparent confidence, charisma, and lofty dreams, and the shakier your own self-esteem, the more seductive they allure. It's easy to get caught up in their web, thinking that will fulfill your longing to feel more important and more alive, but it's just a fantasy and a costly one. People who have relationships with a person that has narcissistic personality disorder may struggle to deal with their loved one's actions. People with NPD do not have a coherent sense of self, so they often engage in harmful or exploitive behaviors that are designed to garner attention, esteem, or love from others. If someone you know has narcissistic personality disorder, there are some things that you can do to make it easier to understand and cope with their behavior. The first step is to learn to recognize narcissistic behavior. People with NPD may engage in abusive actions such as gaslighting that are meant to manipulate other people's feelings and actions. Knowing how to recognize these behaviors is the first step toward dealing with them more effectively. On the same page as this first tip, look at the way the narcissist treats others. If the narcissist lies, manipulates, hurts, and disrespects others, he or she will eventually treat you the same way. Don't fall for the fantasy that you are different and that you'll be spared. So take off those rose-colored glasses. It's important to see the narcissist in your life for who they really are, not who you want them to be. Stop making excuses for bad behavior or minimizing the hurt it's causing you. Denial will not make it go away. The realities is that narcissists are very resistant to change. Next, it's important to set healthy boundaries. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect and caring, but narcissists aren't capable of true reciprocity in their relationship. It isn't just that they're not willing, they truly are not able. They don't see you, they don't hear you, they don't recognize you as someone existing outside of their own needs. Because of this, narcissists regularly violate the boundaries of others. What's more, they do so with an absolute sense of entitlement. Narcissists think that it's fine going through your possessions without asking, snooping through your email and personal correspondence, eavesdropping on conversations, bargaining in without an invitation, stealing your ideas, or giving you unwanted opinions and advice. They may even tell you what to think and feel. It's important to recognize these boundary violations for what they are, so that you can begin to create healthier boundaries where your needs are respected. If preserving your relationship with a narcissist is important to you, then consider a gentle approach. By pointing out their hurtful or dysfunctioning behavior, you're damaging their self-image, perfection, self-esteem. Try to deliver your message calmly, respectfully, and as gently as possible. Focus on how their behavior makes you feel rather than on their motivations and intentions. If they respond with anger and defensiveness, try to remain calm, walk away if needed, and revisit the conversation later. But be prepared for other changes in the relationship. The narcissist will feel threatened and upset by your attempt to take control over your life. They're used to controlling everything. To compensate, they may step up their demands in other aspects of their relationship. They distance themselves to punish you or attempt to manipulate or charm you into giving up the new boundaries. It's up to you to stand firm. However, in all cases, don't allow them to direct angry, abusive, psychological abuse, or extreme behaviors toward you. Set limits and be willing to enforce them, even if it means ending the relationship. Next, don't take things personally. To protect themselves from feelings of inferiority and shame, narcissists must always deny their shortcomings, cruelties, and mistakes. Often they will do so by projecting their own faults onto others. It's very upsetting to get blamed for something that's not your fault, or be characterized with negative traits you don't possess. But as difficult as it may be, try not to take it personally. It really isn't about you. Don't buy into the narcissist's version of who you are. Don't let their shame and blame game undermine your self-esteem. Refuse to accept undeserved responsibility, blame, or criticism. Also, don't waste your time in arguing with a narcissist. I know that when attacked, the natural instinct is to defend yourself and prove the narcissist wrong. But no matter how rational you are or how sound your argument is, and they're unlikely to hear you, and arguing the point may escalate the situation into a very unpleasant way. Don't waste your breath. Simply tell the narcissist you disagree with their assessment and then move on. Also, it's important to know yourself. The best defense against the insults and projections of the narcissist is a strong sense of self. When you know your own strengths and weaknesses, it's easier to reject any unfair criticism leveled against you. And finally, let go of the need for approval. It's important to detach from the narcissist's opinions and any desire to please or appease them at the expense of yourself. You need to be okay with knowing the truth about yourself, even if the narcissist sees the situation differently. Also, look for support and purpose elsewhere. If you're going to stay in a relationship with a narcissist, be honest with yourself about what you can and can't expect. A narcissist isn't going to change into someone who truly values you. So you need to look elsewhere for emotional support and personal fulfillment. Learn what healthy relationships look and feel like. If you come from a narcissistic family, you may not have a very good sense of what a healthy give and take relationship is. The narcissist's pattern of dysfunction may feel comfortable to you. Just remind yourself that as familiar as it is, it also makes you feel bad. In a reciprocal relationship, you feel respected, listened to, and free to be yourself. Make new friendships if necessary, outside the narcissist's orbit, of course. Some narcissists isolate the people in their lives in order to better control them. If this is your situation, you need to invest time into rebuilding old relationships, friendships, and cultivate new relationships. Look for meaning and purpose in work, volunteering, and hobbies instead of looking to the narcissist and waiting for them to make you feel good about yourself. Pursue meaningful activities that make use of your talents and allow you to contribute to making a difference in this world. Sometimes it can be difficult to recognize behaviors that are abusive when they have become normalized within the relationship. Having friends, family members, or even therapists to help you understand the dynamics of your relationship can help you better learn to identify when the person with NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, has crossed a boundary, a line. I hope that these tips will be helpful in dealing and identifying the narcissist in your life. Good luck.